Welcome everybody to the vlog. Today we are getting into a little something different today. I'm gonna tell you guys where you can find land in Miami. When I say land, I know you're not just 5,000 or 6,000 square foot lots. I'm talking about acre plus pieces of land. Where can you find that in Miami? And where can you find waterfront acre lots in Miami? Right, I'm gonna go over my favorites and what I think are the best places where you can find acre plus lots in like neighborhoods in Miami. In the beginning, I'm gonna tell you 8 that are non-waterfront neighborhoods where you can find acre plus lands. And then at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you 3 waterfront neighborhoods where you can find acre plus lots. Now, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? The first one is, I'm sure many people know about it, is Homestead. Home to the very rural living, a lot of farms, a lot of agriculture. You got Nosberry Farm all the way out there. You got so many things just out there, but it's seclusion, right? Things are a little bit further away. Lots, you're gonna see 5, 10, 15, 20 plus acre lots, right? Which is insane. But you are a little bit further away from the mix if you want to be close to downtown Miami or like Coral Gables, like downtown Coral Gables or downtown Dadeland. You may be a bit of a drive away, right? I would say that from down in Homestead all the way to downtown Miami, you're looking at 45 to probably an hour drive with traffic. So if you're wanting to be in the middle of everything, that might not be the place for you. But if you want to be secluded, a way to be able to do agriculture, to be able to do, maybe you want some horses or you want whatever it is you want just space, that's probably the place where you'll find the most space. Now we can get into the second place, which is my personal favorite, Pinecrest. As the saying goes, it's not Miami, it's Pinecrest. And I'm gonna tell you right now why it's the best. Pinecrest is great because you get around acre lots, right? Acre, maybe even a little less, maybe a little more, right? Depending on what part of Pinecrest you're at. But you find there's a lot of options for houses on acre lots. It's very common in Pinecrest. That's why people love it. You get a lot of space and you get a big house. And the best part about Pinecrest and why people love it so much is because the school zone there is probably the top rated school zone in all of Miami. So everybody coming from New York and California and Chicago, they're focusing on Pinecrest or surrounding areas of Pinecrest because Pinecrest has the best schools. It's very family friendly. You have parks, several parks. I think you have like 9 parks all around the community, and you get yourself a cafecito in the morning from Pinecrest. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. But you have so many options. It's such a family-oriented place. You have Gulliver High School and the elementary school. You have Pinecrest Elementary, Palmetto Elementary, Palmetto Middle, Palmetto High. You have so many of the top schools right there. And you're close to Dadeland Mall. You're relatively close to the Sunset area. You're relatively close to Coral Gables and downtown Coral Gables. You're relatively close to downtown Miami. I'd say downtown Miami from Pinecrest is maybe about a 25-minute drive taking US 1 all the way up. Maybe if you have traffic, it might be a little bit more. But that's my personal favorite spot to find a big piece of land. But we can lead to the third place. The third place is the Baptist Falls area. Now, this is just on the other side of US 1 from Pinecrest. So it's within very close proximity to basically everything Pinecrest is, right? And I call it the Baptist Falls area because the falls is between the falls, which is on 136th Street, and 88th Street is Baptist Hospital. So the Baptist Falls area, right? That's what I call it. People say West Pinecrest. I don't like to be like misleading with my terminology. West Pinecrest would make me, I feel like that's like you're in Pinecrest but west. But this is not in Pinecrest. This is not, it's on the other side of US 1, the Baptist Falls area, right? What's great about the Baptist Falls area is that you get large lots and large homes as well, but you get so much more value. So the same house in Pinecrest, so you have a 5,000 square foot house in the Baptist Falls area, and that same house in Pinecrest, it would probably be maybe about like let's say 2.8 million, 3 million in the Baptist Falls area, obviously depending on several things, but I'm just giving you an idea. And in Pinecrest, it'd probably be like 4 million bucks. So you save a lot of money by just being on the other side of US 1, but still in a great neighborhood. That is one of my personal favorite spots because it's a hidden gem. You're very close to everything, but you don't have to pay the high taxes and the high prices. Now, of course, you don't get that same school zone as Pinecrest, but still, it's a very desirable area. The fourth area would be MDC Acres. That's what I call it, which is Miami-Dade College Acres. Now, it's basically what the name says. That's why I named it that, right? It's Miami-Dade College. It's just north of it. It's a couple blocks where you can find large parcels. Some people even have horses and stuff out there. Massive houses too. A lot of new houses being built out over there. It's within reasonable distance of everything. You have all the highways just right there to hop on and go to downtown Miami or wherever it is you want to go. And you get even more value than you would in the Baptist Falls area. So it's a great place where if you want to be within reasonable distance to everything, but you don't want to pay extremely high prices, that's a good area to consider. And it's a place that a lot of people don't even know about. So just keep that in mind. The fifth area would be horse country. Now we're gonna go far out west now, right? We're not going south like Homestead. This is far out west. Horse country is basically it's between Bird Road, which when it gets far out becomes 42nd Street. That's the northern border. The eastern border is the 821, the highway. And then the southern border is 72nd Street, which is Sunset. And then the western border is 127th Avenue. Now you're far out west. All right, you're a little further away, but there you get large lots. Maybe even most would be even over an acre, which is nice. And the name, horse country, if you're into equestrian areas, that might be an area for you to consider. Now, it is a bit far away and traffic getting to that house, especially during rush hour, will be brutal. Maybe you can get a helicopter or something, but I don't know if that'd even be legal. But anyways, going down Miller, going down Sunset, going down Bird during prime time hours is really bad. So you have the highway there, the 821, which that'll take you where you need to go, and you can probably get from downtown Miami, or rather from the house to downtown Miami, you can probably get there in like 30, 35 minutes, but it all depends on traffic as well. Traffic there could be pretty bad, so just keep that in mind. Now, staying off of Sunset, but going a little east leads me to the next one, which is the sixth place, which is Sunset area. The Sunset area is off of Sunset, okay? And it's between 97th Avenue and 107th Avenue and Sunset and Miller. That pocket there, you'll find nice big houses, big lots, a lot of space, and great value because the further out west or south you go, the more value you get. So really good value, especially compared to like Pinecrest and the other areas we're about to mention. But we're gonna take it even more east to the next one, which is the seventh area. And that's the area, one of my favorites as well, that we call Glencoe Heights. Glencoe Heights is right in this little triangle. It's like right in between all these highways and then even just east of the highways too. And it's where you can find acre lots, a large property, lots of space, but you're so close to everything and you get tremendous value there as well, right? You're still close. You have, St. Thomas, the school, private school, which is pretty close to, very close by in there as well. You have all the schools that you would maybe put your kids, like private schools, would be pretty close if you were putting your kids in private school. So that's a great area to consider. It's gonna be a little more pricey than the other areas we've mentioned, like the Sunset area and the horse country area, but location. But it's not as expensive as the area we're about to mention right now, which is prime, which is the eighth location, Ponce Davis. Ponce Davis is one of the most premium locations to find large lots. You're off of Sunset as well, but you're east of US 1, right basically on the border with Coral Gables. You're next to Coral Gables, you're next to Gables Estates, you're next to all these communities, these Cocoa Plum, very close there as well. And you get acre lots, and it's unincorporated Miami-Dade, so you save, the taxes is great, but It's the most premium location to find land. You're talking about properties that have sold non-waterfront for 18 million, 11 million, 15 million, 12 million, happening religiously. It's probably the first place that when somebody has a high budget and wants a large lot, that's the first place that they're probably gonna be looking at. And then if they can't find anything, because it's very hard to find stuff in there, maybe they'll go and they'll take it down to Pinecrest or find something in North Pinecrest. But that is the place to be. But it's not as much of a place to be as the 3 waterfront properties that we are about, not waterfront properties, but waterfront neighborhoods we're about to mention. These 3 neighborhoods right now are, in my opinion, the best places to find acre lots on the water. The first of those 3 is Gables Estates. Okay, Gables Estates, we sold the property there not too long ago, and we actually made a song for that house, believe it or not. But this is where you'll find it's a gated community. Okay, there's not too many homes. The average lot size is about an acre. You can find even larger than that too, but you have massive water frontage and houses ranging in price. Like, you can't find anything right now under $20 million in Gables Estates. And prices have sold in Gables Estates, I mean, you're talking about upwards of $60 million. So it's a very premium location. You're close to the best schools. It's a little bit more peaceful than the next area, which is Star Island, second place to find acre lots on the water. Star Island, home to Gloria Estefan and so many other billionaires. Ken Griffin's bought there too. Star Island is obviously an exclusive island. It's gated as well, very private, but you're closer to the mix. You're closer to south of 5th, to downtown Miami, to Miami Beach, to Brickell. You're literally right smack in the middle of everything Miami has to offer. So if you want to be in the mix and have an acre lot and be on the water, Star Island would be that, but you're going to be paying even more than Gables Estates in Star Island. The value exceeds tremendously, but the value does not reach even nearly close to the last and final place, which is Indian Creek Island. Now, Indian Creek is only 41 residential homes on this island, home to Tom Brady, Ivanka Trump, and so many other billionaires. And Indian Creek Island actually has its own police force just for that little neighborhood with the golf course and everything. It's insane. That's ultra uber luxury and the place to be for billionaires to reside if they want a single family home with a large lot on the water. Now that wraps it up. That's a gist for most of the places. Hopefully you learned a little something here in this video. I tried to be a little informative and give you just light on areas that I know about and that are large acre lots, because I know that a lot of people like land. And sometimes they're like, oh, we can't find land in Miami. But yes, there are places to do it. So that's the end of the talk. If you have any questions, or if you have like specific questions, right? You may be looking for something like this, a land on the water or anywhere in Miami, give me a call, shoot me an email, jonathan@thevegaway.com. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you go down, you like, subscribe, and you comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.